Anything?
No sign of Grady. And Officer Keeler doesn't recognize the gunman from my description.
Great. So we're nowhere.
We are alive, Luke. Thanks to Damien.
He's right, you know. You saved my life.
It was my privilege.
Look, Damien, I know I've been really tough on you lately, and I'm still not happy about you and my mom, but
It's all right, Luke. I'm not expecting you to understand.
But I know that you have her best interests at heart.
Always.
And mine too.
Always.
Damien, are you okay?
It's just...
Help! 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 He passed out!
We should search the ravine for that gunman. If by any chance he's still alive, he could tell us something. What's going on?
Oh, he's stabilized, but we should take him to that clinic in Harlem.
No. I need to get home.
No, I wouldn't advise that.
I'll get treatment when I'm back in Oakdale. I'll be fine, thank you.
Yeah, he's stubborn. Sorry about that.
No worries.
Anything? But you really got to organize a search. Thanks, Detective, but we'll take it from here. You have my cell. Keep me posted?
If you help me get to the airport, you're welcome to fly home with me.
No reason not to.
Skaggs was pretty ticked off that Eb got to go free and he had to do time.
So Skaggs, you never told Eb where the money was?
Skaggs said Eb's share was the price he had to pay for Skaggs keeping his mouth shut. Eb just about went crazy knowing all that money was out there and he couldn't get his hands on it. And he never was the same after that. He got mean. He got violent. I don't know, it's like he disappeared in this angry head.
And took you with him?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's why you need to get out of here. That's why you need to get away from him.
I really thought I could do that, I did. Then I woke up.
No, don't say that.
Hold on. You told me some really pretty stories and I really wanted to believe them. It's too late for me.
No, that's not true. You're a young woman. You got your whole life ahead of you. You just need help. And I want to make sure that you get it.
I hate to break it to you, but you're chained to a bed and I'm chained to a chair. And we're not going anywhere. Eb doesn't come back, we're just gonna die here.
No. We're gonna get out of here. Now.
What are you doing?
Getting us out of here. Okay. I'm gonna try to knock you over.
Why would you do that?
Once you're on the floor, I'm gonna untie your feet, and then I'm gonna slip the handcuffs off the chair.
That's not gonna work.
Do you have any better ideas?
No.
You're gonna need to brace yourself. You're probably gonna hit the floor pretty hard.
I figured that.
Ready?
I guess so. Okay.
Maeve, are you okay? Maeve? Maeve, just blink, just nod. Maeve! Maeve, answer me!
Your vital signs are stable. We'll need to keep you overnight for observation.
Is that really necessary?
If you're okay, you can go home in the morning. You'll need to limit your activities and go to therapy, but you should make a full recovery.
Yeah, thanks, Doc.
That doesn't sound that bad.
Yeah, I guess I was lucky.
What were you doing, going after that guy in the first place?
I wasn't doing anything. I was thinking he was pointing that gun at you and threatening to use it. I had to do something.
Well, it was right after you told me to let Jack do his job.
Yeah, well, I never was very good at taking my own advice.
Me neither. Must be genetic. I'm glad you're okay.
I am. So you don't have to hang around here, Luke. I know you have many things to do.
Well, Noah is away with one of his professors, so I actually have nothing to do. And you saved my life. The least I can do is keep you company.
Have you called your mother?
Not yet.
Well, you should. Let her know you're okay.
Yeah. Well, maybe you should get some sleep. I've got some stuff I need to do, but I'll be back.
Tell your mother I'll speak to her later.
Sure.
Luke, thanks for giving me another chance.
You deserved it.
I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry we didn't find him.
You were right. It's too good to be true. What kind of a person takes advantage of people like that?
We don't know.
He got away?
Probably not. When we got to the crash site, he was holding a gun on Damien.
What? Damien was there? He told me he was going on a business trip.
He told me he was following up on a call he got from a cop in Kentucky.
What cop?
An Officer Grady. He was part of the crew investigating Holden's accident.
What was left to investigate of the accident?
Nothing that I know of.
Why would that cop be calling here now?
Lily, these are all things you have to ask Damien.
It wouldn't be about the ransom demand. He didn't even know about that. He just said that he was going to San Francisco on business for a few days for the shipping company, and he never mentioned a word about Kentucky.
Okay, whatever we went to go talk to that guy about, he never got a chance to because Officer Grady is missing. When we got there, it was just Damien and this perp. The perp had a gun. He was threatening Luke. Damien went after him. He ended up falling off the same cliff as Holden.
He's dead?
Probably. The cops had to find a body to make sure.
Is Luke okay? Where's Luke?
Luke took Damien to the hospital.
Why?
Because Damien took a bullet in the shoulder and he went after the guy. He's fine. He's fine. They're just checking it out.
I have to go there to him.
Yeah, you know what? I'm going to meet you over there as soon as I check in at the station. I want to ask Damien a few more questions.
Oh, hi. I assume that you've heard about the ransom fiasco. It was a cruel hoax.
So my brother isn't alive?
There was no sign of him, and I'm sorry. I'm really sorry if your hopes were raised. It's just not fair. It's not fair to you. It's not fair to Lily.
Okay, I have something to show you.
Is this the letter from the first extortionist?
That's right. That's right. And the other one is the list from Holden that he gave to the stable guys.
Where did you get these?
Damien's room. But there was no report. I don't think he ever got the handwriting analyzed.
I wonder just what he was planning on doing.
You tell me?
Lily still thinks that Holden could be alive.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that makes her recent behavior even stranger.
Oh, come on. She's in pain. She doesn't know what she's doing from one day to the next. She's just clinging to the possibility that somehow Holden survived the awful crash.
Well, Damien must believe it too if he's afraid to get those analyzed.
Damien's first impulse is to lie. Always. But of course, darling, you know that.
I thought he changed.
You wouldn't be the first one to fall for that little fiction.
You mean Lily?
Luke.
But not Holden?
No. Holden never trusted him. Neither did I.
Well, you were right. So, now what do we do with these to prove it?
Give them to Jack. He never trusted him either.
I can't do that. He'll know I stole them.
Oh, darling, if Damien gave you the key to his room, you had every right to be there.
Yeah, but I didn't have a right to go through his things when he wasn't there.
Jack won't arrest you.
I don't know about that. He never forgave me for lying to get Paul off the hook when he disappeared with Eliza.
Water under the bridge.
I'm not going to take that chance. My daughter needs me. What are you doing?
I will not tell Jack that I got these from you.
He'll think that you took them yourself.
Let him.
Are you sure you want to do this?
My daughter needs me, too.
Got him.
Jack told me what happened. Are you all right?
I am now.
He told me you saved Luke's life.
I'm just glad I was there.
You didn't tell me you were going to Kentucky.
I wanted to speak to a policeman down there.
Well, I didn't even know anyone had called. You should have told me.
Gee, he was just making wild speculations about how the accident might have happened. I didn't want you to have to go back there.
Jack said that the cop disappeared. You never even got to talk to him?
No.
Damien, if this
this gonna work between us? You have to tell me everything.